just get to my point.
Every action is a reflection of your character. You ladies don't know what y'all talking about.
I think this all goes back to us as a whole, as the African American community. We grew up with limited resources. So a lot of us look to those type of side hustles in order to get it. If we're speaking factual, Black people did not grow up with the same resources as white people. You don't see a lot of white strippers. The
reason why is because 60% of Black children are being raised in a single mother home.
Okay, and that could be factual. But
where are the fathers?
For white children,
it's
like 15%.
Let me finish. At the end of the day, it still goes back to us having limited resources. So I'm not
because 60% comes from a single mother.
That the strippers are okay what they're doing, but I think it's more of they're capitalizing off what's
already there.
What's already there. The men are going to spend the money. The men are always going to go to strip clubs. Y'all are never going to stop going to strip clubs.
No.
So
I know people who wait till their 18th birthday to go to the strip.
If you ladies are not on the pole, we're not going to be at the strip club.
Wait, that's
going to be on the pole.
We're not on the pole. If you're not on the pole, why? So we going to be at the strip club?
Wait. I have a strip club.
Go ahead.
I'm like, everybody got to say what they got to say.
Right, go ahead,
I have a homegirl who works as a server in a strip club. Some days it be packed up in there with hella men spending money, and some days it be dry with just men up in there just because they just want to just be somewhere. They might just not want to be at home.
It's a couple women, right? As long as it's one chick, it's going to be a couple niggas.
But sometimes the men not even spending money, so ain't nobody even on the pole.
What you talking about? He can just look at something.
No, somebody just want a conversation. It's men that just want a conversation with a
So
woman.
what?
They pay $500 to
But
talk
I'm
to you
just
for 30
saying,
minutes.
It's the fact of y'all trying to make it
It's
seem
the possibility
like I
of
get
sex.
both ends. Me personally, I done had it in my thought about becoming a stripper, but as far as my type of morals, I'm just not gonna go do it. I'm just gonna figure out other ways.
But
let me ask you this. But why does it have to be a moral? Why does it have to be a moral?
No, I didn't say
Why does it have
that.
to be a moral? But I'm confused on why y'all think every stripper slide down a pole.
Let her finish.
I'm not gonna go judge the next person because you're a stripper. I have a personal friend who is a stripper, and I'm gonna support her through whatever. And she has and she's getting her degree right now. But she just told to go do that, and that's fine.
She just don't got good morals like you because you chose not to do it.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
That's not
By
true.
your own words.
That's not true.
She's
She's worked multiple jobs. She was in different committees through high school. She played different sports. She could have went to college for sports and everything. But
So
that's
what?
just.
Yeah, she
But everybody is their own individual person.
It's all situational.
Look, I know niggas that's nice and ball, but they was selling crack.
Because that's just what he chose to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just a mind personal thing. What you chose to do, how you get it is how you gonna get it. But my thing is, what I'm trying to say is, it still goes back to the beginning of time, 400 plus years ago, when we didn't get our 40 acres and a mule. So we don't have the same resources. So at the end of the day, when you go to our neighborhoods, what do you see? Cash loans.
We see a bunch of single mothers.
Low income food
Scammers.
places. You see the stuff that they put us in to capitalize in the ghetto. The ghetto came from the first
Black
thing
people
when
put themselves there.
No, they did not.
Yes.
No, they did not.
Wait,
No, they
tell
did
me.
So somebody who feels like we put ourselves there. That's you.
No, I
was born in 2000. This guy was there before I got here.
I study my history, so I'm trying to see what you got to say.
So your claim is that the white people put us in these situations that we are in 2026. That's your claim?
Yes and no.
What?
Yes and no. Wait. Yes and no. Yes, because at the end of the day, majority of black people don't go out and find the resources to better themselves.
They don't.
No.
Majority of black people.
Majority of black people. Wait, let me finish.
That's my point.
That's why I say yes and no. I gave you the yes. I'm agreeing with you, but there's also a counter argument to it.
Okay, what's the counter argument?
The counter argument is a lot of people just don't have the financial resources or the knowledge or the mental ability to go out and look for those extra resources.
So they dumb.
No, it don't mean you're dumb. It just means that they have no guidance. They don't know what to do.
I got you. So look,
No, it's not motivation. It's about guidance.
Okay, look, real quick. I got you. Let me just repeat what she said back. So if it's the case that not all, but you did say the majority of black people, it's their fault. And then there's a small group of people that it's not their fault. And the reason why it's not their fault is because they're inadequate.
No, that's not
You know
what
what inadequate means?
Why are you repeating it?
I
What
do
does
know.
inadequate mean? You literally just said that they don't have the mental capacity to go out there and make something of themselves.
No,
That means
what
that
she
they
said
are
was
inadequate.
Okay, that's what I said. That's why I said yes and no.
So
You
if they are inadequate, it's their fault why they are in the position
not
that they're in
necessarily though.
2026.
Not necessarily. If you were raised in a household where your mama didn't even have that type of mental capacity, how are you gonna know? It's the same thing.
You're speaking of one.
No.
I'm speaking of one.
Okay.
You're speaking to a guy that was raised with a single mother.
Okay, it's me as well. It's me as well. I'm
going to tell you something. You're speaking. So if you want to speak about the exception to the rule, I'll go ahead and give you an exception to the rule, and I'll explain to you how I'm in the position that I'm in because of the actions that I chose.
Right.
My brother in jail for 25 years. He killed multiple people.
Okay.
All of my brothers did some sort of gang violence or sold drugs. I was raised on Section 8. Real quick. I was raised on Section 8 in the hood.
Okay.
Right? And all of my friends, most of them, either dead or in prison. I got a few good friends that kind of made it out, right?
Okay.
But even those friends, they still, linger every now and then. What I'm telling you is that my entire upbringing, I was supposed to be that statistic, to be a guy that wasn't going to be anything, that was just going to be a drug dealer, someone in prison. But I thought past that.
Exactly.
I looked past all of that. So what I'm saying is, if I didn't look past all of that, and I was influenced, I was mentally weak, and I was susceptible to outside influences, and I smoked weed and drank alcohol, which I've never done a day in my life. And I did the same degenerate acts that my friends and family members did, I would have been that statistic.
Okay.
But you believe in free will, right?
I do.
Yeah.
So with free will, I chose my will.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Real quick, my will superseded my circumstances, and I was able to overcome.
Right.
So what I'm telling you is the same free will that I have, all black people have.
I never said that we never had
black
that.
people need to take accountability for the poor choices that they make.
I never disagree with you on that part. My thing is, let me ask you a question. How were you able to get past that statistic? What did you do?
I just told you my will superseded my circumstances.
No. As far as physically, what did you do to become
my will? You want will?
No.
What
decisions physically did you make? Did you put yourself in school? Did you start studying? Did you leave those group of friends? What did you do physically?
You know what's crazy? All of the friends that I had, I've never lost. He'll tell you. Like me and him, we were friends when we were 19, but he knows my homie Celine. We were friends when we were 9 years old. He knows my boy Malcolm. We were friends when we was 5, raised in the projects.
Griff.
Now, Griff, all of these people, what I'm telling you is I still got the same friends since day one. I lost a couple of them. But what I'm telling you is I took a dip. I never smoked or drank a day. I don't even cuss. The only cuss word I say is nigga, maybe.
No, but you're
I don't
missing
use
my
the B. Did I ever call any of you ladies the B word, the F word? You don't hear this language come out of my mouth because you know what? I act despite how I feel.
No.
So I don't act off of emotions like other men do. My will supersedes my circumstances. So I'm letting you know if I can do it, any black person can do it because we all have free will. Am I Superman? I'm not
We
Superman.
don't all have the free will to do that, though. Not all black people have the free will to do that, though. No, you do not. No, you do not. No, you do not. Not all black people have the free will.
I want to hear what she got to say. I want to hear what she got to
Think
say.
about when you have your grandmother, for instance, you gotta take care of
everybody
her.
has free will.
I feel what she's saying, though.
I can work a 9 to 5. If I want to be a stripper, I can go be a stripper. Like everybody has free will.
I feel like anybody can do that.
Everybody take their own pathway. If you choose to want to go be a lawyer, you're gonna go be a lawyer. You're gonna go take that pathway to go be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
so. If you want to go be a drug dealer, you're gonna go be a drug dealer. That's your free will. You chose that option.
Nobody
you chose that
choose
pathway.
to do that.
I feel like what she's trying to do. She's not saying what she's saying, though.
I want to be a drug dealer.
Right, but you still have a choice.
Everybody go up and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a teacher. But okay,
Ladies, well, let her finish her point, then I'm gonna give it to you and then you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, everybody, if you say you want to, if somebody, a kid will be like, okay, yeah, I want to grow up and be a teacher, but then they circumstances be like, okay, they circumstances somehow they end up start selling drugs. They probably had to start selling drugs because they had to pay their mama rent or anything like that. It don't matter. They still chose that. They still chose that choice. He could have went to go work a 9 to 5. He didn't choose that choice.
How you working 9 to 5 at 10 years old? At 13 years
You don't
old?
have to be 13 years old to go do that.
But a lot of people, but
you go work at Brooms at 15 years old. What you mean?
But what she's trying to say,
based on free will.
But what she's trying to say is like not everybody has the opportunity to wait till 15 years old. A lot of people have to jump out the porch at 10. Like some people,
that's a choice though.
You agreed. We all got free will.
I don't agree. That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
like,
do we all have free will?
No, yes, we all have. I'm not agreeing with your.
In 2026.
As the youngest child, I'll say this: as the youngest, being the youngest,
because
coming
just the
from
story with
whatever,
Nolan Wells,
like you know,
he
with
had
older
the free will to
siblings,
go out with his friends on that boat party, and they killed that man. He did not have the free will to go out with his friends. I gave it to him. Not everybody has the free will. Just the same story as Carmelo Anthony. He had the free will to defend himself, and he still ended up in a bad situation on the bad end of the stick.
Missing his whole
We don't
throat.
all have the free will to be ourselves and do what we want to do. At the end of the day.
There's always a perpetrator.
This world is not built for us. This world is not built for us to succeed.
No, you
so we
missing
all
it.
have to
There's Carmelo
step out of the line and do what we need to do.
oh my God.
Oh yeah, I want to get there because at the end of the day, this is all goes back to 40 plus years ago. We was that bad. 40 plus years ago.
Y'all go to our stream on kids.
Chill. I got this couch right here, real quick, and I'm gonna just answer this real quick. I get what you were saying, but that just makes all of these two ladies. You just made my argument stronger because if you concede to the first point that we all have free will, then Carmelo Anthony, yeah, he had a choice to defend himself, but he also, real quick, you can call it defend.
He did walk away. Them boys
he had a choice to walk away.
They fell into his knife. I read all the logistics about that motherfucking story. Y'all
Fell into his knife.
He should not have been charged with first degree murder. He should have been charged with manslaughter. At the end of the day, you do not have to kill nobody to defend yourself. But at the end of the day, this world was not built for us as a black American. He was going to be charged with murder at the end of the day because he's a black American. It does not matter. He was defending himself, and the boys bullied him, and he defended himself. But it ended with murder. He should not have been charged with first degree murder. Y'all know what first degree murder is? It means you was there with the intent to kill. He was there as a premeditated murder. What are we talking about?
Chill out.
This is all set back 400 years ago.
We
No,
got
it ain't off
the.
topic.
Can we go to the?
We got it. We got
Go
the.
hand in hand. What do y'all mean?
Yo.
Okay.
Hey, real quick.
I'm sorry, but I get real like.
Ladies.
When it comes to shit like that, I get real.
Yo, calm down. You out of 10?
History, man. Y'all gotta
You out of 10? Real quick. You out of 10? I'm gonna need you to take it down to a 2. If not, I'm gonna start having. Listen, I'm gonna start having kicking chicks out like Pam, like just the same way Martin kick out Pam. Like some of y'all gonna have to go if you cannot have decorum, because it's like ruining the opportunity for other women to speak.
And even the live chat is telling me like, yo, tell them the one mic at a time.
Yeah,
because
so we really need one mic at a time.
Please.
Now, on what you said, real quick, I'm just gonna finish my point and then we're gonna go to this couch. What you were saying, you two. The point that I'm making, you are making a point, but I'm saying that it doesn't supersede the point that I made. Because if you concede on the first point that we all have free will, then it doesn't matter what scenario you put the person in, they have a choose to act or not act. You get what I'm saying? So if it's drugs, if they came from a poor neighborhood, if Carmelo Anthony's situation, whatever situation it is, he still had a choice to not do what he did. This person had a choice to not do that. That's my argument, which she actually agreed to. And I think that this quiet young woman and probably this one agreed to it as well. But anyways, let's move it on to this couch. I think y'all maybe had different questions, right?
Let's go for a new topic.
Yes, please. I'm tired of this.
Before we do so, let me hit some of the super chats and then we're going to go with your question first. And then you're up next.
Ladies, we're about to
So yeah,
super
while I'm
chats.
reading the super chat, I gotta be quiet. We got JB the King. He joined the membership for 16 months. He said, "What's good, chat? Texas, stand up." I see you, JB the King.
Okay.
We got Mark Ferrara sends in $2. He says, "Vote who has real hair." This is a good one.
Me.
Oh, not right now.
So just show of hands who have real hair.
This is the real hair.
Like right at this moment.
Everybody has real hair. Everybody has real hair.
So
We should have asked who has weave-in.
Let's restate the question. Yeah, who has weave-in?
Come on now, I got braids in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got weave-in, but it never gave ball headed, baby. I can take these
so
shots out right now.
You don't have weave-in.
For real though.
And you don't have weave-in. Okay, so 2 out of 8 girls don't have weave-in. So if you like this video and want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.